Now on CoastTV News.
Flooding aftermath. We have more images and more information showing us how devastating Helene has been for the southern part of the U.S.
We're seeing a mix of stars and clouds this morning, some patchy fog as well. Watch for that. Otherwise, more clouds than sun today, then lots of sun and mild for the weekend. Details coming up next.
Dewey Goes Pink details about the precautions in place to keep everyone safe and how much money the fundraiser has already raised.
Parade path pivot, the change in effect tonight that people in Milford need to be aware of for the annual homecoming parade.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. It's Friday, October 4th, 2024.
And we've been talking about Ocean Calling for a bit here. If you're just joining in, it starts today. It's the big country music festival in Ocean City, and it allows me to tap into the late, great Toby Keith with his song. That's when country comes to town.
Yeah. Oh, I got to listen to some Toby Keith today, just in honor of him and the Country Calling Fest. Good one, good one. What's your favorite Toby Keith song?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Put me on the spot.
I did.
I do love that one.
Yeah?
He usually opened his concerts with that one, so that one always like, hey, okay, we got a big show going on here with Toby.
That's a good one. So hopefully that's your vibe going into the weekend. And we should have great weather for the fest. So we'll bring in Bob Trihey right now. Bob, concert goers should be pretty happy about this weekend.
I would think so. Concert goers, anybody doing anything outdoors, looking at fantastic conditions. This morning, looking at maybe a little bit of patchy fog. Now, visibility, well, it's showing 10 miles in Salisbury, Ocean City, and Georgetown. But some of those back roads, farm roads, do watch out for a little bit of patchy fog and limited visibility. 56 right now in Georgetown, Redden at 54, 55 in Delmar. So definitely need that heavier jacket out the door. Ocean City, 66, and Indian River Inlet right now at 66 degrees. A little bit of a breeze along the coast, otherwise calm conditions right now. So maybe a little bit of fog. We've got some clouds too, so it's stars and clouds. It's still dark out there. Sun's not up until around 7 o'clock this morning. And we do have more clouds back to the west. We have high pressure that's moving offshore, a flow coming out of the south. So there are some clouds back to the west. So we'll call it mostly cloudy for today. I think the most sun is what we see this morning. 7 a.m. we're in the 50s and 60s as the fog burns off, and then warming up into the 70s. And then by this afternoon, you see how the clouds increase on Futurecast at 2 o'clock. Mid-70s inland and 60s and 70s at the beach. And then we start to cloud up this evening, but I think we're okay for your Friday evening plans and Friday night football. And for the bus stop, be extra cautious this morning with that patchy fog. Off to school, 57 for the kiddos with the patchy fog, and then heading home, mostly cloudy and 76 degrees.
Thank you, Bob. Maxar collected new satellite imagery Wednesday. It reveals some of the flooding aftermath caused by Hurricane Helene as the storm swept through North Carolina. The Space Technology and Intelligence Company provided the first clear look since the storm hit the area. You can see the intense changes on your screen. The before and after images illustrate just some of the damage caused by the extreme weather and floods.
You got news from overnight. It looks like the strike at the ports up and down the east and Gulf Coast is over.
Yeah, the International Longshoremen's Association and the United States Maritime Alliance announced they've reached a deal on wages Thursday night.
The source says the agreement on wages, it amounts to $4 per hour raise for each year of the 6-year contract. That's a 62% pay increase. They had been offered 50% before the strike. The union agreed to extend the contract that expired earlier this week until January 15th while the full agreement is worked on.
And as a result, the 50,000 union members will return to the job Friday. That deal, though, still does need to be ratified.
In America, we definitely need the unions, and I think that's really important to show that, like, American workers and America's strong, and I think it's a great thing.
And the Dock Workers Union originally asked for a 77% raise over the 6-year life of the contract.
Well, many of you know October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and according to the American Cancer Society, 1 in 3 women are diagnosed with breast cancer every year. In order now to raise money and increase access to care, 2 local business owners in Dewey Beach have hosted the Dewey Goes Pink fundraiser since 2012.
Yeah, it's a big event. Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is live in Dewey Beach. And Elisa, since this weekend's event is a race, you did speak with town officials to see what safety measures are in place.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, Dewey, it's getting ready for this weekend. Behind me is a really big pink ribbon. I'm not sure if you could totally see it, but it's dark outside. But Dewey this weekend will be filled with a sea of pink and a lot of people. The town says about 5,000 people are signed up for this race, which is a 5K and 1.5 mile fun walk. And in order to keep all of the participants safe, the town says that parts of Route 1 will be shut down to traffic, and some of the neighborhoods on the north side of Dewey Beach will also be closed to cars because runners will be passing through there. For the past 12 years, Dewey Goes Pink has been raising money for the local Delaware Breast Cancer Coalition. Last year, the event raised $340,000, bringing the total amount raised since the event began to over $1.5 million. And later on, we will hear from a Dewey Beach official who will tell us his favorite part about the event every year. Back to you.
Lisa Weber, thank you. Dewey Goes Pink, one of several events taking place this month in Dewey Beach. Next Saturday, it's Greyhounds reach the beach on October 19th. The Rusty Rudders hosting acts as part of the Rehoboth Beach Jazz Festival. And the weekend of October 25th, it is Trick or Treat and the Haunted Trail.
Sounds like fun. Happening today, Milford locals will gather for their annual homecoming parade. However, this year's Milford Homecoming Parade is going to see a slight change in its route. The parade usually starts at the Milford Middle School and then it goes down Walnut Street. But due to some construction and other events in the area, the route has been changed to go down Lover's Lane. Kevin Block works in Milford, says while some are upset about the change, the show will still go on.
For me, I don't see that it's the end of the world. I think we have a lot more things going on in the world right now than worried about a parade route change. I think everybody will adjust and adapt, and life will go on and everything will be fine.
All right, well, fun will kick off at 5:30 at the Miss Pillion Elementary School. It ends at Briggs Stadium ahead of the big football game.
The deadline in Delaware is nearing. That relates to November's general election. This is for people who want to vote and who are not registered. Now, according to the State Department of Elections, the deadline to register is Saturday, October 12th at 11:59 p.m. And to be eligible, you must be a U.S. citizen, live in Delaware, and be at least 18 years old by Election Day. In Sussex County, you can register at the Department of Elections office in Georgetown or online, and more information on this can be found on the CoastTV News app. Final sprint is on. Vice President Kamala Harris travels to Battleground, Michigan today after making a pitch to Republicans and independent voters. She had Republican Liz Cheney in Wisconsin by her side.
Yeah, former President Trump is heading back to Georgia for another tour of the damage caused by Hurricane Helene after rallying supporters in Michigan. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how the two candidates are making their final pitches as election week is now just 5 weeks away.
Former President Trump heads to Georgia today to again survey devastation from Hurricane Helene as Vice President Harris travels to Michigan after rallying in Wisconsin alongside former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney.
I have never voted for a Democrat, but this year I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris.
Cheney voted to impeach former President Trump over his role in the January 6th Capitol attack. Vice President Harris appealing to other Republicans to back her, arguing the former president cannot be trusted.
He who violated the oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. And make no mistake, he who, if given the chance, would violate it again.
That after a new special counsel court filing asserts former President Trump should not be immune from prosecution for his efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss. The former president calls the filing political.
This was a weaponization of government.
Rallying in Michigan last night, he doubled down on false claims of a stolen election.
It was a rigged election. You have to tell Kamala Harris that's why I'm doing it again. If I thought I lost, I wouldn't be doing this again.
Voters divided.
I think Trump has destroyed the Republican Party.
Do you think that Liz Cheney speaks for the Republican Party?
No.
Absolutely not.
Americans weighing the impact of the last election as they prepare to vote in the next. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And we're just getting started of this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, it's officially spooky season, and many communities have lots of cool things to do this weekend to get you in the spirit.
Also ahead, a possible parking ordinance in Dewey Beach aims to make the town more appealing to the eye. Why some locals, though, believe the rules are government overreach.
And Costco expands on its precious metals collection with a new addition. We'll tell you how much it'll cost to get your hands on that. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Are you looking to transform your mobile home? Choosing a company that doesn't know the difference between a manufactured and a stick-built home can lead to major repairs in the future. At Delaware Mobile Home Repair, we work exclusively with manufactured homes. So whether you need your bathroom remodeled, new roofing, siding, or any other restoration or renovation on your mobile home, the team at Delaware Mobile Home Repair will get the job done right. Visit our website today and start your free estimate with Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
Shop, play, learn, explore at the OC RV and Van Lifestyle Show, the premier gathering for RV enthusiasts and outdoor lovers. From October 31st to November 3rd, the Ocean City Convention Center transforms into a hub of excitement and exploration. With RVs, custom vans, e-bike, golf cart, and boat test ride zones, seminars, water sports, power sports, and a wide selection of the latest gear, you'll find everything you need to enhance your next adventure. Enjoy BMX and skateboarding competitions, tiki boat cruises, and more. Buy tickets and explore with us at ocrvshow.com.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Middays with April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through my workday.
She plays my favorite songs.
She helped me find my furry friend.
She's always making me smile.
Listening to April is the best way to get through my workday.
She makes me feel special.
Middays with April, weekdays from 10 to 3 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Critter Getters.
6:11 on our Friday morning Boardwalk Plaza cam. Not too much activity out there right now. Sun's up at 7 o'clock on the dot, so getting later and later. 50s inland right now, so make sure you grab a jacket out the door with low to mid 60s at the coast. Winter calm. We are seeing a little bit of patchy fog inland areas, so watch out for that. Nothing too widespread. Otherwise, looking good for your commute to work and school. Some clouds back to our west will move in today, but we keep it dry. A good day for jogging. Here's your running cast. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s. I know runners like light winds, and that'll be the case today. A little bit of a southeast breeze, a mix of sun and clouds, and temperatures by noon into the mid-70s.
Happening tomorrow, the Indian River School District will host their first ever community festival. And this is taking place at Saturday, October 5th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the campuses of Howard T. Ennis School and Sussex Central High School. The event will have food, games, entertainment, family-friendly activities, and there will also be helpful resources provided by IRSD schools and community organizations. You can expect to have bus transportation to the festival from several of the district's elementary schools. Big Country Calling Festival. It begins this afternoon in Ocean City, and with it, we expect more traffic and delays. So here's some traffic changes to keep in mind if you will be in Ocean City this weekend. Due to the concert crowds, the Ocean City Police Department is implementing evening traffic changes starting at 8 each night. And just a few of those include no traffic south of North Division Street, Baltimore Avenue traffic. Traveling north and south from Division Street to Talbot Street will be reduced to one lane.
The 3.5 years long Dream Cruise was scheduled to set sail 4 months ago, but its departure was postponed several times. Now, Via Odyssey finally set off from Northern Ireland Monday night, but then they had to drop anchor just outside of port because of final administrative paperwork. Yeah, someone forgot to sign something. Eventually, on Thursday, the company confirmed Via Odyssey was able to then raise its anchor again and begin finally the extraordinary journey. We'll see what happens. Costco is now selling platinum bars for just over $1,000. The Swiss-made 1-ounce bars retail for $1,090 on the big box chain's website. The offering is an expansion of the collection of precious metals the company sells. They actually started selling gold bars in 2023, and they sold more than $100 million worth during just the first quarter of that year. Still ahead this morning, we're talking locals in Dewey Beach could see a change to parking rules at their homes. We'll tell you how the change could impact driveways in town.
And still pretty dark on this Friday morning. Sun's not up for another 45 minutes in Cambridge right now. Marina looking quiet. We've got some clouds, maybe a little bit of patchy fog, then a mostly cloudy day. More sun for this weekend, then a bigger cool down next week. Your forecast coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud. With all the choices of services on Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields with Delmarva Experts. Sponsored by Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, and Delmarva Dave. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
I would never take a tax credit that I wasn't entitled to.
Angela Alsobrooks took tax deductions she did not qualify for.
Alsobrooks improperly took advantage of tax breaks she did not qualify for.
Alsobrooks claimed a homestead tax break for a townhouse she rented.
Alsobrooks is accused of improperly claiming senior citizens tax breaks.
She used multiple methods, which she was not qualified for, to save thousands of dollars.
No, I don't believe I'm above the law.
Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Wow, it's so much bigger than you realize. East Coast Tile and Flooring has the largest selection of tile from around the world. And they are the only Dow Tile Premier showroom on the shore. They have the knowledge and expertise to assist architects, designers, and homeowners, and are fully licensed to take on any job from start to finish. Family owned and operated since 1947. Call East Coast Tile and Flooring today for a design consultation.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coastwide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
Time is 6:16, and you are looking live at Lewis, and things look calm there at the Roosevelt Inlet. And just a couple miles west of this is Cape Henlopen High School. That's where the Viking football team will host St. Mark's tonight, Bob.
All right, looking forward to that, Matt. And that's the first time I've seen those flags totally limp like that in about a week. They've been whipping around. We've had that onshore flow, but now they're much calmer. And then looking ahead to that football forecast, Friday Night Lights looking good. Our forecast brought to us by DSM Plus, and it is good, like they do when the field goal is good. Kickoff 69 degrees, looking at partly cloudy skies, and by halftime 65, dry and pleasant, light winds, so really good football weather. Make sure you bring a blanket or a heavier jacket, as it will cool down. And our humidity levels, not bad. We're in the comfy to muggy range today. We have a cold front that moves through early Saturday, and that will knock us even farther lower into the comfortable range over the weekend. And then another cold front Monday really drops the humidity levels. Look at this, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right at that 50-degree dew point line. I think we could even see 40s. That's how dry the air is that moves in next week, and it will be cooler too. It's cool right now, 54 in Redden, but not cold. 56 in Georgetown, Delmar 55, 65 in Ocean City, Indian River Inlet right now at 66. As the winter comes, do watch out for a little bit of patchy fog out there. Remember to use the low beam headlights, but it burns off real quickly this morning. Otherwise, looking at, we'll call it a mix of stars and clouds right now with high pressure over the top of us. A few clouds back to the west, but nothing in the way of precipitation. So clouds increase, but it stays dry. There is another cold front across the Midwest with some showers here, and this will bring in cooler air. And there's even another cold front across southern Canada, and that will reinforce the cooler air as we go into next week. Here's Futurecast. This morning we're in the 50s and 60s. That fog burns off quickly. I think the sunshine we see today will be more abundant this morning, and then clouds increase this afternoon. Mid to upper 70s inland, cooler 60s and 70s at the beaches. You see how the clouds increase into the evening, but staying dry with temperatures into the 60s, and then a little bit of clearing overnight. And then tomorrow morning, we do have a front come through that could trigger a few sprinkles, especially before sunrise. So morning clouds give way to afternoon sunshine and beautiful temperatures into the upper 70s. And with clear skies into Sunday morning, we're starting out pretty cool into the 50s with 60s at the beaches. And Sunday, a beautiful day. Maybe you're out picking out your pumpkin or apple picking. We're looking at temperatures into the mid to upper 70s. Very pleasant. But our next change is a cold front that's moving in on Monday. This one's a little stronger, but mainly a dry frontal passage for us. Looks like most of the rain is up to the north. Otherwise, we get into a stronger northwest flow and looking quite cool as we go into next week. Our first significant cool fall air mass of the season. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, upper 70s today and tomorrow. Less clouds tomorrow, 79 mostly sunny. And then Sunday, 77, 78 Monday, and then a noticeable drop into the lower 70s Tuesday and Wednesday, 68 on Thursday, and overnight lows dipping into the 40s by Wednesday morning, and then continuing much of the rest of the week.
Bob, happening now in Dewey Beach, a proposed ordinance that deals with residential homes. And this could have a big effect, especially during the summer season with people's ability to park their cars in front of the homes. The ordinance involves a minimum of 25% of gross property to be dedicated to green space. And entire front yards can be considered green space, except for one 20-foot by 18-foot driveway or two 10-foot by 18-foot driveways. CoastTV spoke with the Planning and Zoning Commissioner in Dewey Beach about why this is being considered.
The intent was to preserve the integrity and the beauty of the North End. We're having a lot of development in the North End here. This change basically allocates some additional square footage in the front yard so that and provides details around how it should be planted, how it should be maintained, so to preserve that look and feel of the North End.
And this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what do you think about people parking in their front yard?
Let's see. Are we talking like your own front yard, right?
I think yes.
Okay, then yeah. Okay, 71% of you say it's an eyesore. That went up. Oh, it went down. People are still voting. 25% of you say no problem. More people are joining me, Matt, in it's convenient.
I think we got a long way to go on that one, Paige.
Look.
We'll start the campaign.
We're getting ground. It went from 1% to 5% if you weren't here last hour. 2% of you say it hurts property value. I don't know. My yard isn't even that big, but I sometimes wish I could park in it.
Yeah, well, parking's a problem in Dewey Beach. That's why this is even an issue, is because there are very few areas to park, and that right now happens to be one of them.
Just don't park in other people's front yards. I think we can all agree on that one.
Yeah.
Well, like on their yard,
Unless
I should say.
they say it's okay.
See, there's so many stipulations. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry. Don't forget, though, if you want to share your opinion, go to CoastTV.com or go to our app.
Are you looking for some spooky fun or cool finds this weekend? Well, stay tuned for your cool things to do.
Pets are cute. Until they're not. Forgive your best friend. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
As a comptroller of the state of Maryland, I view part of my job as identifying opportunities for people in every community across our state. And that's why I'm excited about Maryland Saves, a free and easy retirement savings option employers can offer their employees and make saving easier for Marylanders. Find out if your business qualifies for a $300 incentive and learn more about Maryland Saves at marylandsaves.com. Thanks, and see you soon.
As temperatures drop, FH Fur invites you to be part of something truly heartwarming, our Fall into Comfort toy drive. Through December 15th for only $29, the experts at FH Fur will perform a comprehensive heating system inspection, ensuring your home stays snug through the chilly months ahead. The best part? 100% of the proceeds will go to the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
Is your crawl space wet and has a bad odor? Did you know the air you breathe in your home starts in your crawl space? Dark, damp spaces breed mold and mildew, which can be linked to allergies and asthma. Our dry time crawl space encapsulation will solve your moisture problems for good. Enjoy a drier, healthier, and more energy efficient home thanks to our unique understanding and experience of successful treating and eliminating crawl space moisture. Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
A lengthy road closure about to go into effect in the Roxana area. It starts Monday, October 7th, and it'll go through February the 4th. Miller's Neck Road between Old Mill Bridge Road and Derrickson Creek Road will be closed, so DelDOT can realign Miller's Neck Road next to Old Mill Bridge Road, and there will be detours in place.
Dagsboro drivers, be prepared for some nighttime lane closures. DE20 or Main Street and Iron Branch Road will have nighttime closures between 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. That starts Tuesday, October 15th. This is so DelDOT can install and activate a new traffic signal with pedestrian facilities. On Iron Branch Road, the agency will be improving intersection safety and operations and add an exclusive left turn lane. All of this will last through the end of 2024.
And we are joined again by First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi. Bob, looks like we're trying to fight through some clouds along the coast today.
Yeah, and I know you were asking me, you think today is delightful? I said, well, I'll say decent. You know, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies and still quite a bit of UV radiation coming through those clouds. So UV index is high, so take care. Make sure you have sunscreen. Chincoteague and Assateague, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies and temperatures into the low 70s. I think cloudier as we go towards the evening hours. The same for Fenwick Island and Ocean City, mix of sun and clouds early on, lower 70s, and then cooling down a little bit as we go towards the evening hours. On the bay side, the next 3 days, temperatures into the upper 70s. More clouds today, less clouds Saturday and Sunday in Cambridge, and the same for Crisfield. And your temperatures a little cooler as we have a good-looking weekend on the way and a bigger cool down for next week. Much more in your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
Yeah, speaking of the weekend, it's the first one in October. There is no shortage of fun activities.
And whether you're feeling crafty or you're in the mood to snag some great deals, Christina DeRobertis has your cool things to do.
Happy October and happy spooky season, everyone. If you're trying to get into the fall spirit, I have some great options for you this weekend. On both Saturday and Sunday night, you can catch Boo! 13 Scenes from Halloween at the Riverfront Theater in Milford, presented by 2nd Street Players. It's a wickedly fun show with trick-or-treaters, witches, goblins, and spooky surprises. Next, you can hit the streets of Rehoboth and Dewey for the 47th annual Fall Sidewalk Sale. From 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., shop till you drop with unbeatable deals and one-of-a-kind finds all weekend long. Celebrate all things craft at the Crafts and Crafts Festival in Lewis. Also on both weekend days, that means art, beer, and history. Over 50 local and regional artisans will be joined by local craft breweries and a local meadery for the 2-day event. And more craft fun is happening at the Cheer Community Center in Georgetown. Whether you're selling your goods or looking to buy something new, merchandise ranges from books, baseball cards, toys, jewelry, and more. For event details, tickets, and more, you know what to do. Just head to CoastTV.com and click on the Cool Things to Do tab.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing.
Stop making decisions that hurt this hospital.
There's a method to my madness. Are you with me or not?
Brilliant Minds, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Money, greed, jealousy.
It was a little bit of a web to untangle.
I couldn't wrap my head around it.
He was actively planning to kill you.
That's crazy. That's stuff that you see on TV.
Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, Kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Hey, bath guy, do you do roofs? Nope. Do you do lawns? Negatory. Do you do windows and siding? Not a chance.
At Peninsula Bath, we're your local pros for bathroom remodeling, and that's it. Top quality, customer focused, and competitively priced. Ask about our free shower door upgrade and our neediest bathroom contest.
Hey Dad, can you take out the trash?
No, son, not a chance.
Peninsula Bath.
Solo Cup Saturday night with me, Jared, 7 to 9 every Saturday on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated.
Now on CoastTV News.
Havoc continues from Helene. It's been a week since it hit the U.S. as communities still deal with the devastation.
On Delmarva, we're seeing a mix of stars and clouds this morning. Some patchy fog as well. More clouds and sun today. Then lots of sun and mild for the weekend. Details coming up next.
Bracing for awareness, I'll tell you how much Dewey Goes Pink has raised for breast cancer awareness and the safety precautions in place this weekend.
Parade route revamp, big change for an annual event that is part of homecoming festivities in Milford.
This is CoastTV News Today.
October 4th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. It's been a great morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
It is. Time is 6:30, Friday, and all the fun that goes with a Friday.
A lot of fun, huh? I mean, hopefully it's your payday. And then we have Country Calling.
Yes.
We have, well, there's a whole list of events we had and cool things to do just
You
now.
saw moments ago, right?
I hope you didn't miss that.
Football tonight.
Yes.
Football tomorrow.
Football Sunday.
You know, my Browns play your team, although
I wasn't going to bring it up.
Oh, bring it up because my team's as we've established, a dumpster fire. But
mine normally is too. But
you're having fun.
Look at us. We're having a great time. So a lot to get to. You're going to want to know what to wear this weekend, though, right? Wherever you're going. So, Bob, what should we wear? Pick out our outfits.
Before we get to that, I want to mention my Mets, with their dramatic win last night, are playing the Phillies beginning tomorrow in the NLDS. Looking forward to that. And of course, we've got all the fall activities going on as well. Yeah, the director is booing me in my ear right now. Sorry. We're looking at visibility of 10 miles right now and a little bit of patchy fog on some of those back roads. Watch out for that, especially those country roads and the farm roads. 56 in Georgetown right now, 55 in Delmar, 56 in Salisbury, 61 in Bethany Beach. We're hoping that's 62. Winds are calm right now for the first time in a while. And we are looking at a little bit of patchy fog, also some clouds overhead too, as we have high pressure over us, but the flow is turning in out of the south a little bit, so we're increasing the moisture. We have clouds to the west. It's not going to rain today, but I think we will see an increase in clouds. Here's Futurecast at 7 a.m. We're seeing 50s and lower 60s this morning. Watch out for that patchy fog. That burns off quickly, and then I think most of the sun will be this morning, and then I think we increase the clouds this afternoon, mid to maybe some upper 70s inland, a little cooler at the beaches, upper 60s from Fenwick Island to Dewey Beach. And this evening, looking mostly cloudy, looking dry for Friday night lights and for your activities as well. Here's your checklist today. Don't need the rain gear, that's good, but hey, the summer clothes, you can still have those this afternoon. It'll be warm enough for that. Always good to have maybe a nice cup of coffee out the door. Make sure you have the sunscreen and the sunglasses as well.
Thank you. Now in the western part of North Carolina, recovery efforts and the search for survivors continues. Nearly a week after Helene's floodwaters tore through, we have incredible video showing the extent of that damage. This video here was shot by a man from the third-story apartment in Asheville, North Carolina. It looks like he could be on the first floor. He says he saw trees, shipping containers even, complete buildings washed by, including what appears to be a wall. That's what you're looking at right there. President Biden toured that state Thursday to assess the damage, but even earlier in the week, former President Trump was in Georgia doing the same. Now we are going to news that broke just last night. Many dock workers around the country are heading back to work today as the union agreed on a deal last night ending that strike.
The International Longshoremen's Association and the United States Maritime Alliance announced they reached a tentative deal on wages Thursday night.
A source says the agreement on wages amounts to a $4 per hour raise for each year of the 6-year contract, or a 62% pay increase. They had originally been offered 50% before the strike. The union agreed to extend the contract that expired earlier this week until January 15th, while the full agreement is getting worked on.
As a result, the 50,000 union members will return to the job Friday, though this deal still does need to be ratified. Pink is a color that many of us will see over the next couple of weeks. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and one of the bigger and more popular events to raise money in our area in the battle against breast cancer is Dewey Goes Pink.
Yeah, it's a big deal. The annual event takes place this weekend. So we're going live now to CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber in Dewey Beach. Elisa, since the event is a race through town, you spoke with officials there to see what safety measures are in place.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, Dewey Beach, it's getting ready for this weekend. As you can see behind me, there's a lot of decorations. There's a big pink ribbon right here. And Dewey Beach is preparing for a lot of people to come. The town says about 5,000 people are expected to participate in this race, which is a 5K and a 1.5-mile fun run. And since this is a race, in order to keep all of the participants safe, Dewey says that parts of Route 1 will be shut down to traffic, and the neighborhoods on the north end of town will also be closed to cars because racers will be passing through. For the past 12 years, Dewey Goes Pink has been raising money for the local Delaware Breast Cancer Coalition. Last year, the event raised $340,000, bringing the total amount raised since the event began to $1.5 million. Paul Bauer, a Dewey Beach commissioner, says seeing people come together is the best part of the day.
I'll tell you, this is probably the best off-season event that we have coming up. So many people come from all over, not just Delaware, Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania. They come from all over.
The event starts right here in Dewey Beach Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Back to you.
All right, Elisa Weber, thank you for that. Dewey Goes Pink begins a busy month of weekends in Dewey Beach. Next Saturday, it's Greyhounds reach the beach, October 19th. The Rusty Rudder is hosting acts as part of the Rehoboth Beach Jazz Festival. And then the weekend of October 25th, it is Trick or Treat and the Haunted Trail.
Everyone loves the parade, but sometimes the route is part of the tradition. And some people can get a little touchy if you change that. Happening today in Milford, the route for the homecoming parade has sparked some passionate debate.
As CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, there are mixed opinions on how this will affect the enjoyment of the parade as the show goes on with a new path.
The homecoming parade in Milford Friday night is going to look a little different. After a change in the route adds a little bit of spice to the longtime tradition. The cause, construction at the Milford Middle School. That's usually where the pomp and circumstance begins. Meanwhile, other events like First Friday will also be blocking off part of the original pathway on Walnut Street. Angela Fitzgerald lives in Milford and says people will definitely notice the difference.
I think it's definitely tradition. We have parades every year, not just the homecoming parade, and every parade, as long as I can remember, has always taken this route. So it just, to me, it seems like people are more fond of that tradition.
Right here in the Miss Pillion Elementary School parking lot is where both the students and the floats are going to meet for the start of the parade. Their call time is 5 p.m. and you can expect to see a different float for each of the different Milford schools. There's going to be a lot of excitement as they head in to the homecoming game following the parade. The new route will take them from the school onto Lover's Lane and the other streets you see on your screen. Kevin Block says the change isn't as big of a deal as people are making it out to be.
For me, I don't see that it's the end of the world. I think we have a lot more things going on in the world right now than worried about a parade route change. I think everybody will adjust and adapt, and life will go on and everything will be fine.
The parade will look a little different this year, but the most important parts, the students, the families, and the floats, will still be on hand to celebrate another homecoming for the Milford School District. In Milford, Brendan Conroy, CoastTV News.
Still more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, the Indian River football team could be in hot water with the DIAA. How a local commercial is at the center of an investigation.
Also, soccer thriller comeback win in the Henlopen Conference match between Milford and Woodbridge.
Also ahead, we're talking Country Calling, the first ever Country Calling in Ocean City. It kicks off today. What organizers say you can look forward to. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
I think it's finally time. Time for what? Lord Kuiper LVP domination. They definitely need Kuiper in Australia.
Whoa. I love the enthusiasm, but let's start a little closer at home. I think I have some friends in Salisbury that can help us out.
This will do for now.
Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville, and now Salisbury under one roof with that cabinet store and Imperial Granite. The Salisbury Design Center, the perfect team for your design dreams.
Imagine a home that truly reflects your unique style and sophistication. Welcome to Bay to Beach Builders. Step into the brand new Idea Home and Design Studio in Greenwood, where your dream home takes shape. Select every style, every color, and every detail. Our design specialists will guide you through every step. Experience the unmatched quality of Amish craftsmanship, blended seamlessly with modern design. And the best part, our homes are surprisingly affordable, starting at under $200,000. Bay to Beach Builders. Imagine your home. Create your space. Live your life.
At Delmarva Roofing and Coating, we believe in longevity. Since our start in 1988 and 10 million square feet of roofing later, we've gained the experience to solve your roofing problems. We combine those years of knowledge with cutting-edge technology to guide you through every project phase, inspection, maintenance, or installation. You can count on us to safeguard your investment with a reliable roof and service after the sale. Serving Delmarva for over 3 decades, Delmarva Roofing and Coating, above all, a good roof.
Just about 6:41, sun's up in about 19 minutes and seeing some beautiful colors right now in Laurel on the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp. We got some clouds aloft and a little bit of fog too. Nothing all that thick, and it'll burn off pretty quick once the sun comes up. Grab a jacket out the door. We've got 50s inland this morning and low to mid 60s at the beaches, and wind is not a factor, just a little bit of that patchy fog and some of those clouds. Otherwise, good commuting weather, looking really good. And if you're traveling across Delmarva or the Mid-Atlantic, we're in good shape today. We'll just increase the clouds a little bit. And do watch out for the patchy fog this morning. I gave it the yellow light for the morning commute. And then the green light for this afternoon, looking mostly cloudy and mild. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Thank you, Bob. First ever Country Calling kicks off today in Ocean City. Guitars, cowboy hats, and also money will be flowing into the coastal town, with 25 different artists and 3 stages set up in the inlet parking lot. This weekend's concert completely sold out. We're talking 55,000 tickets in all. And Ocean City's Tourism and Business Development Director says this is an economic win for the town.
You know, we're very excited for our businesses to stay open. And again, this is a great opportunity to showcase Ocean City. It's not only just the weekend event, this is an opportunity to get people to come back either for a vacation or potentially to live, work, and play.
And the first act is scheduled to hit the stage there in Ocean City this afternoon at 12:30.
Sports-wise, we're heading into Week 5 of the NFL season, and we have a big game on Sunday Night Football. The Pittsburgh Steelers take on the Dallas Cowboys. That coverage starts at 7 right here on Coast TV.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
We had thrilling boys soccer action in the Henlopen last night. Milford hosting Woodbridge in one that came down to the wire. The Milford ship was looking pristine yesterday as the Bucks hope to pick up win number 6 on the year over Woodbridge. We start in the 21st minute of the first half. Free kick for Milford's Aaron Ramirez puts a boot into it, but Blue Raider keeper Yandel Torres Rodriguez gets a hand on it for the save. Now it's Woodbridge's turn for a free kick. 36th minute, Kevin Gonzalez de Leon delivers a perfect strike just under the bar. It's 1-0 Blue Raiders. To the second half, 5th minute, Emmanuel Joseph applies some pressure. Woodbridge tries to clear. It goes right to Ramirez for the one-timer, but another save from Torres Rodriguez. A beauty to hold the lead. 20th minute penalty kick given to Milford. Joseph takes it and buries it for the Bucks. The senior breaks the goose egg. It's tied at 1. 22nd minute now. Dominic Schneck sends it deep towards the net, takes a high bounce over Torres Rodriguez. Joseph scoops it up, hits the empty net to give Milford the lead. What a way to break the deadlock, and that would be the difference maker. The Bucks move to 6-2 with a 2-1 win. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
Got a jam-packed day on the Delmarva Sports Network. At 6 p.m., tune in to Down and Distance, followed by Scoops and Score. Then at 7, it's Delaware High School football with Milford host St. Elizabeth. Paige, check this out. 10:30, Nittany Game Week.
Go Terps.
That's not the theme of the show.
Oh.
11, it is the final score. On DSN Plus app, we have Milford's homecoming game that we just talked about. Here are your DSN exclusives. 7, Bayside Conference football. That's when Queen Anne's takes on North Carolina. And also at that time in Delaware, Polytech plays Christiana. The holiday season, it'll be here before we know it, and that means the return of Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. Through generous donations, we do our best to make sure every child has a present to open Christmas morning, and we do that by supporting charities that handpick families in need. We're accepting funding applications from those nonprofits through October 18th.
We made it to Friday, everybody, and here's how we can celebrate with Coast Life. Here's what's coming up at 4.
The holiday season is fast approaching, and you can already start giving back to our community.
And you can also give back to a little pup or maybe a little kitten. If you want to adopt a new pet, we know the perfect place to go.
And on Fridays, you know we do our trending tries. This is one that a viewer sent to us. We're going to find out if it's tasty or not so much.
Yeah, well, you know, that's all coming up today at 4 on Coast Life.
Looking forward to that this morning. For the first time in a while, the flags are calm on the coast. Looks like some boats leaving the inlet right now in Lewis. 57, a beautiful morning. Some clouds, a little bit of patchy fog. Otherwise, a mostly cloudy day, not a bad day. And then more sun this weekend and a bigger cool down next week. Your full forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today. Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/DC.
877-CALL-FIR, FHFIR.com.
As temperatures drop, FH Fur invites you to be part of something truly heartwarming, our Fall into Comfort Toy Drive. Through December 15th, for only $29, the experts at FH Fur will perform a comprehensive heating system inspection, ensuring your home stays snug through the chilly months ahead. The best part? 100% of the proceeds will go to the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FIR, FHFIR.com.
It is 6:48, and we are about to take a live look at Rehoboth Beach, see what's going on there, and you were waiting for it, that beautiful sunrise, which it is beautiful. I had asked Bob a little earlier about sunrises. Are we going to keep seeing them, Bob? You told me no. No, at least not in this hour.
Sorry about the delay. For some reason, I thought we were at the end of the newscast page. It's 6:48, not 6:58. We are looking at that sunrise coming up in about 10 minutes or so, and it'll be a nice sunrise. We're going to be seeing a lot of clouds for today. Here's our muggy meter to start with, and we're looking at, well, comfortable to muggy conditions today. We have a couple of fronts on the way. There will be a front as we go into tomorrow morning, and then we'll be looking at drier air Saturday and Sunday, and then another front on Monday, and the humidity can come up a little bit, and then it really drops. In fact, it's at the bottom of our graph as we go into next week. Very dry air, probably dew points in the 40s and 50s. That means lows in the 40s as we go into next week. A very cool air mass on the way. And right now it's cool, not especially chilly. 54 in Del Mar, 56 in Georgetown, 54 in Redden, 61 in Bethany Beach and Rehoboth at 62 degrees. As we're looking at calm conditions, I've checked visibilities. They're about 10 miles, but do watch out for areas of patchy fog, especially some of those rural areas around the farms. Otherwise, we're looking at blue skies and some clouds as well, and a few more clouds back to the west. We'll call it mostly cloudy today. We have high pressure, and as this high slides offshore, we get into a southerly flow. That will increase the moisture. That's why we'll see the clouds increase. There's another front back across the Midwest and actually another front across southern Canada. So we'll be seeing a series of fronts coming through the next few days, reinforcing the drier air. Here's Futurecast. This morning we're looking at temperatures in the 60s and 70s. That fog burns off, and then we're looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies as we go into the afternoon. And then those clouds thicken up into the evening hours, but Friday night lights is looking dry, and your Friday evening activity is looking good too, with temperatures into the 60s. Some partial clearing overnight, and then we could see a little sprinkle before sunrise tomorrow morning with a cold front. And we're looking at just a few clouds, and then the winds start to blow out of the north a little bit, and that will dry us out and into the afternoon hours. Beautiful upper 70s, a little cooler at the beaches, looking great for your Saturday evening and Saturday night. Under clear skies, we're looking at temperatures by Sunday morning dipping into the low to mid 50s with 60s at the coast. And as we go into Sunday afternoon, really nice temperatures into the mid to upper 70s, pretty much right where we should be for this time of year. The next change is the cold front that moves in on Monday, ushering in much cooler air. There's a little bit of rain with it, but it's going to dry out by the time it gets to us. Otherwise, we get into a northwest flow behind this front, ushering in that much cooler air and lots of sunshine, very quiet weather as we go through the next several days. There's our day part forecast, warming up into the mid 70s. Meant to show the 7-day forecast, but here's the 10-day forecast, looking at upper 70s right through the weekend, and then that big cool down as we go into early next week. Lower 70s by Tuesday and Wednesday, and by Wednesday morning dipping into the 40s.
Thank you. The Delaware Interscholastic Athletic Association confirmed they are investigating the Indian River School District football team for appearing in a local television commercial.
Yeah, the commercial in question features players in uniform on their football field alongside staff members. The commercial was 30 seconds long for Hershey Exteriors.
And according to state code, student athletes, quote, may not participate in an interscholastic sport unless they are considered an amateur in that sport.
State regulations also say that a student forfeits their amateur status if they participate to promote, endorse a commercial product, service on the internet, newspaper, radio, TV, advertisement, or any form of media or personal appearance.
All right, time is now 6:52. We got to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
Yeah, we do, Paige. You got this one from the Brandywine Valley SPCA on your screen. That is Billy. You can see he's ready for cooler fall days and the warm blankets there. So why don't you check out the BV SPCA and get a look at Billy and other pets there.
Yeah, he looks like a little wolf. And don't forget, we want to see your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special.
Yep, just snap that QR code, get your friends to us here, and then you can watch weekdays 5 to 7.
See beautiful weather right now, beautiful blue skies. Look at the ocean, nice and calm in Rehoboth. And we're looking at a decent Friday, then a nice fall weekend on the way, then a significant cool down next week. I'll have another look at your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Not happy with your home's builder-grade gas fireplace? Let Chagrin Home Comfort Products upgrade your fireplace with a new one from Mendota, Regency, or Cozy Heat. These gas fireplaces add both warmth and aesthetic to your home. Chagrin has plenty of different styles and sizes to choose from. What are you waiting for? Start your fall fireplace project now before it's too late. Stop in one of our local showrooms or give us a call at 302-644-7700 to see how Chagrin Home Comfort products can warm up your home.
Fall into planning at Bella Terra Garden Center. Autumn is the perfect time of year for planting. Come check out our locally sourced collection of trees and shrubs of all shapes and sizes. Did you know that Bella Terra is open 7 days a week? Join our garden club for big savings and first access to all sale promotions. Stocked with the smallest succulents to the tallest of trees, Bella Terra Garden Center is here for all your gardening needs. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Located right off Route 16 in Ellendale.
This October, travel the Scarecrow Show and Trail in the Rehoboth and Dewey Beach Resort area. Businesses throughout the resort area will have their Scarecrow creations on display for your enjoyment. Get a list of participants at beach-fun.com. Then go out and find your favorite. Take a silly selfie and vote for the best Scarecrow. The winner gets a cool trophy. Anybody can vote online or at the Rehoboth Beach Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce office. For more information, call or visit beach-fun.com.
You ever just wanna... Yeah, that's fall in Pennsylvania. You can't spell plaid without PA, and that's no coincidence. There's a reason folks fawn over our foliage, pine for our pumpkins, and sigh for our apple cider donuts. Fall is just fallier here. It's almost not fair to the other states, so get here. Pennsylvania, the great American getaway.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
It is 6:55. It's time now for something you need to know before you go. It looks like the strike at the ports up and down the East and Gulf Coast over for now. The International Longshoremen's Association and the United States Maritime Alliance announced they've reached a tentative deal on wages Thursday night. A source says the agreement on wages amounts to a $4 an hour raise for each of the 6-year contract or a 62% pay increase. They had been offered 50% before the strike. The union agreed to extend the contract that expired earlier this week until January 15th, while the full agreement is worked on.
Yeah, we do want to say on this Friday morning, as Paige is about to head off to her wedding next week, congratulations, Paige and Jonathan. It's been great getting to know both of you over the years, and we are wishing for a beautiful hurricane-free ceremony.
How did I not know you guys are going to do this?
Listen, it took a little bit of Alyssa and I to keep that one under the radar, so you wouldn't see it in the rundown.
I really didn't see it. I didn't think we were going to have... I have tears in my eyes. That was very sweet. Thank you, guys. I'm very excited. I'll miss you over the next few weeks while I'm gone, but I'll send pictures. Well, I won't miss you. You're coming.
Right. Looking forward to it. It'll be a big party.
That was really nice of you guys. Thank you. Oh, well, before I start to cry in front of everybody, we should get to weather real quick.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
One final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Tri getting you ready for the weekend.
And Paige, I've been giving you your personal tailor-made forecast for your wedding, and I said, did you invite somebody named Leslie? And you said no, you've got a relative, but there's a hurricane down the line, Leslie, but it won't affect you. They're all going out to sea, so that's very good news. Your weather should be good. Our weather a little foggy this morning, otherwise a mix of sun and clouds, warming into the mid-70s this afternoon, a little cooler at the beaches. A good-looking day and a great-looking fall weekend. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 79 on Saturday, 77 mostly sunny on Sunday, and we have a cold front on Monday, 78 degrees, humidity drops, and look how those temperatures dip. Tuesday and Wednesday, lower 70s, and then we start to dip into the 40s at night, 49 Wednesday morning, a high of only 68 on Thursday, 47 Friday morning, and then beautiful weather. Last time I've seen 4 sunny icons like that, it's been a while, but we've got them Thursday right through next Sunday.
All right, Bob, thank you. And I'm still choked up, but thank you guys for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back at Coast TV Middays at 11. Stick around.
Have a great Friday morning, everybody.